Shout out to you for being the winner of the Veuve Clicquot Bold Women Award. Great to see women recognised for your contribution and growing your company. But I want to talk about infrastructure first up, something you've had a large role in. When it comes to the UK, there's still plenty of work to be done. We've got creaking infrastructure, utilities, for instance, constant sewage leaks. We've got an NHS system that's not working. Pothole Britain is a thing. Just talk to us about the challenge for any incoming government as we count down to the next election.
Yeah, it is very challenging. You know, our business, which looks after defined benefit pension schemes, we take those assets and we invest in the real economy. So we've invested something like £13 billion in the real economy over the last 10 years or so. And in our industry, we're expecting another 200 billion, let's say, give or take, over the next 10 years. But there's a distinct lack of things to invest in. And, you know, across the system, there are just issues everywhere. Planning system, local authority, capacity to be able to deal with investments, and certainty about those investments. So there's a lot of wood to be chopped along the way, and there's a lot that needs to be done.
Tracy, as you talk about some of the hurdles to investment here and pivoting that pension money into the UK economy, is it the lack of technology that's also an issue, the lack of options where you can get involved in early stage investment and see some upside, given we've got this huge AI cycle now unfolding?
I think people, so the UK is very blessed to have the second largest savings sector in the world at about £6 trillion. But that's divided into a number of different areas, and each one of those have their own drivers. So insurance, defined benefit pension schemes, we should be investing in long-dated infrastructure type investments. That's the right place to be. Defined contribution schemes, individuals, they should be the ones who are supporting things like growth capital for small businesses, fintech, etc., all of that sort of thing. But you know, there's just not a culture around risk taking in those sectors, and that's something I think we also need to think about and we need to promote. You know, right now it's the lowest cost, lowest risk option. We need people to actually think about taking risk again.
Yeah, I mean, Tracy, what's missing, though, particularly in the UK when it comes to trying to attract, whether it be investors, whether it be clients, etc.? Is it fundamental size issues, regulation, maybe too little or too much thereof, innovation, just sheer size, I don't know, even belief in the sector?
Oh gosh, I think it's all of those things. You know, in terms of infrastructure type stuff, we have an insatiable need to invest, and there's very little to invest in, and there's very little actually that central government can do to fix that. It's really at a local level. It takes local vision, local local willingness to be able to think about what they want to do with their local communities, and we just see a distinct lack of that. I think on the growth capital side and taking risk, I think it's just a huge cultural issue that's built up over many years, where, especially after the financial crisis, it was about safety first. You know, safety first is not going to grow the economy, and that's something we really need to all think about. But that cultural change takes time, and we need to build up the same, you know, cultural attitudes we have to investment that, say, the US and Australia has for their long-dated pension funds. It's really important to change that culture.